안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Say that again.
안녕하세요. Good morning, beautiful people. We're in South Korea. We've officially landed in South Korea, a small country bursting with rich culture, bold flavors, and seriously underrated landscapes. And we're kicking off our South Korea series right here in the heart of it all, Seoul. This massive city is home to nearly half the country's entire population, and it's where ancient traditions meet modern pop culture. We'll be exploring Seoul for the next 3 days before heading up to see what the rest of South Korea has to offer. And trust us, there's a lot. I think we're already falling in love with South Korea, and we've been here for all of 2 hours. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
안녕하세요. Good morning, beautiful people. We have arrived in South Korea, our 38th country, which we're very excited about. And we're in Seoul.
This is our really first glimpse. We were up late last night, so we have not seen anything.
No.
So you guys are going to come on board for seeing actually the first impressions of Seoul.
We Google translated a few basic words in Korean. It's really a hard language. Hello is 안녕하세요. That is just going to be so hard to remember. I'm going to try my best. We'll see how we go. Hopefully over the next few days we'll start to pick them up. Anyway, first up, we are heading to one of the main tourist attractions here in Seoul, which is the palace. But we actually need to go get a T-money card first, which is the public transport card that you use here in Seoul and I think all over South Korea. So we need to go to a convenience store. Hello. Do you sell the T-money card? Oh, over here? Okay. Oh, this one. Perfect. Okay. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
잘했어. Well done.
I had to read it. I couldn't remember.
It was so cute.
I feel so bad because usually before we arrive in a country, we're really on top of learning like the hellos and thank you so we can be polite. It's important to us to be able to do that. But I just am really struggling with these words. I feel like I need to put them as my background on my phone so I can just read them when I need to.
Car reload. 20?
That's $10. You want to do 20 bucks? We're good, I think. I think it worked. Hectic. It's so busy at the bus stop this morning.
Taking a bus in South Korea. First time, first edition.
All right, quick bus ride later. And we arrived just around the corner from the palace, and there's already so many beautiful girls dressed up in traditional style hanboks, and guys as well, beautiful men too. And they look so nice. And one of the reasons they're doing that is because it's really popular to go to the palace and dress in the traditional wear. But also, if you do dress up, you get in for free. So it's not the Grand Palace, it's the National Palace.
Wow. It's a new country, guys. So exciting. So a new culture, new food. We'll get to that. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah.
So Jacqueline was saying off camera how crazy the mountains around Seoul are.
I had no idea. They're
And behind us is all built up, but behind the palace from here is all mountain, and it's really beautiful. Like such an unexpected sight that I didn't know. I mean, South Korea seems to be big into national parks and hikes, which we will be doing in our coming video. But for now, the culture, before the nature. Let's go explore the palace.
Okay, so this is Guangjang Market. Gosh, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Palace in the Korean language. It was originally built in 1395. However, this is not the original because then it was burnt down when the Japanese invaded and it was rebuilt, I believe, in 1867. put it here if I'm wrong.
Wow.
I think this is a great way to start our day because it's a beautiful like cultural thing to do here. And then later today, we're going to be heading more into like the heart of Seoul and getting all the like, you know, K-pop-ish kind of culture and flashy lights and delicious food and stuff like that. So I think this is probably the most interesting fun fact that I've learned, but the Korean language was literally created in this palace. So previously they actually used Chinese characters and it was really difficult to write Korean language in Chinese characters. And because Chinese characters have they have 3,000 characters or something like that. It's impossible to learn that. So this is where they created the Korean letters, and there was originally 28 characters in the alphabet. And it was called this written on the screen. Because I can't pronounce that. But nowadays it has 24 characters and it's called Hangul, the Korean written language. And they found 500 years ago, they found the original transcript that was written here. And now they have a national holiday. The whole park here is beautiful. We've been wandering around for a little while and the buildings are stunning. They're really nice, like soft, kind of like, they've got intricate painting on them, but they're not like in your face colors or like crazy designs. Like it's just really kind of like simplistically beautiful, which is nice. And the shapes of the buildings are obviously gorgeous. But yeah, just the whole grounds is like beautifully landscaped, everything's stunning. So a really great way to spend your first morning here in Seoul.
You ready? Oh, you gotta zoom out. Oh, nice to meet you guys. Okay? Oh.
So what?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, after a quick metro ride from the palace, we have made it to Guangjang Market, which is apparently a big foodie spot. So we're gonna explore and see what we can get for lunch because we're hungry. That's an highway.
Wow, that's so nice.
So clear. I just want to
Water
swim in
looks
it.
beautiful, yeah.
So this actually is one of those new 21st century infrastructure. This used to be the highway. And before that, it used to be a river. So they call this the river that was dammed, that came back. So it disappeared and came back. And yeah, so now they've transferred it for more of a citizen-friendly spot, which is absolutely beautiful.
All right, we've kind of entered the market in this really weird, quiet area, and then we walked through the textile area, and now we've definitely found the food area, which is what we came for. There's a lot of like local snacks and things like that as well, but there's also some little restaurants, and that alley looked really interesting. There's like, ooh, garlic bread sandwiches, yum.
This is nice, eh? It's very different.
Super clean and wide streets. So you're not, sometimes with narrow streets, you kind of get a bit shuffled around with people, but it's a really wide street. There's lots of little restaurants and they only have like a couple of tables. I guess you just have to go to one that has a spare table. Oh, wow. We just entered a spot that looks very much up our alley. Very local, lots of people eating. I don't know what they are, but they look yummy. Lots of fried goodies. Hotteok. Hotteok looks yummy. So before we came to Seoul, we actually watched a video about like what foods and stuff we should try, and this was one of the things that was mentioned. And it's like a cheese, like a toasted sandwich, but apparently it's done in a very specific, like Korean way of making a toasted sandwich. I have no idea what this place is, but this line over here is all for this place, and it seems like they're doing some kind of like twisted donut covered with cinnamon sugar, which is very basic, but obviously must be very delicious because there's a huge line for it. So this is one of the really interesting things that they do here is that they put sugar on the sandwiches, and apparently it's like, it's a savory sandwich. It's filled with egg and vegetables. But yeah, they add sugar. Cheesy.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Wow.
Oh. Thank you. How do I say it?
Kamsahamnida?
Gamsamida?
Kamsahamnida?
I forgot.
I forgot as well.
So I feel like we're not getting really South Korean food because we're having like a toasted sandwich for our first meal. But this was recommended to us by a South Korean. So that's our excuse. And it was what we saw when we arrived in here. So we just thought we would go for it. So this one has egg, cheese, vegetables, like an omelette. And then she also put tomato sauce and sugar. The sugar is like a South Korean thing, I guess. I don't know. But we did one with and one without. It's not normally to add sugar to an egg sandwich, but that's how they do it here, so we have to try it. It's so unhealthy, but it's so good. I can't even really tell that there's sugar.
Yeah.
I don't know if it just adds like a subtle hint of flavor or something, or it changes the way the sandwich tastes. But I'm not getting like a mouthful of sugar. And she put quite a lot on there, so I'm surprised it's not as sweet as what it looked.
Oh, no.
Not a bad way to start the day. 6,001 for those two sandwiches. Oh, spicy chicken. Ah, should we try some spicy chicken? Fried chicken. Perfect. 감사합니다. It's very Asian in the sense that they've had sweet and spicy in the same mouthful. It's really good. I like that kind of sweet and spicy mixture. Max doesn't love it as much, but it's the glaze around the edge of it, the sauce is so good and the chicken's tender. It's actually really good.
Can I inside or inside?
I don't know if you guys have ever watched any of our other videos in Asia, but Max loves dumplings. Oh, did you order that?
Yeah.
Now, Max and I kind of consider ourselves dumpling connoisseurs. Oh yeah.
Good, huh?
They taste way better than they look.
Yeah.
They're not the best looking dumplings we've ever eaten, but they taste so good. The dough is like, it just melts away. Non-existent. We've still got at least 2 more places we want to visit today, I would say, in the city. Thank you. We were enjoying our coffees up at the cafe, chatting away, and then Max realized that we're sitting on that little natural river thing that we were just saw right before we went into the market. And it's the perfect place to come down and enjoy our coffees, take a little rest break so that we have energy to keep exploring later.
Oh, look at the giant fish.
That fish is massive. Oh my God. Oh yeah. So we've actually taken a few public transports today, and I just wanted to mention how easy it has been. We've been using Google Maps, which has worked fine. However, we do know that it was recommended to use Naver Maps, which apparently works better. But just because we're not used to the interface, it's not simple for us to switch to that. So we've been sticking with what we know for now, but hopefully we'll get more used to it. And it's super affordable. It's only about $1.50 Australian, or about 1,500 won every time you take a ride. We are making our way to a neighborhood called Buchchon, and the reason that it's really popular and touristic is because all of the houses there are actually the traditional style of house here in South Korea, which is called a hanok. Unfortunately, there's actually not very many original hanoks left in South Korea, but it's actually become so touristy that I'm pretty sure they've limited the hours that you're allowed to visit. And you also need to keep your voice down, like you can't be screaming and yelling and causing a ruckus. So they're a little bit stricter on it now. But yeah, we're gonna go check it out and have a little wander around. Wow, this is gorgeous. Actually, I think this street is really famous. This is where I've seen all like the Instagram photos being taken. And they have a lady at the entrance with a sign saying, "Be quiet, please." because I think if this is where everyone comes and kind of gets their really good photo, it's probably the most picturesque one.
I just wanted to mention that Jacqueline never mentioned that it was going to be hilly. So to all the guys down there, it is quite a hilly spot. Look at this hill. Climbing a mountain right now.
You're the one who wrote the itinerary. So we're just making our way to a neighborhood called Nyongdong. And apparently there's like a big shopping street here, and at nighttime I know there's like lots of food stalls. I'm not sure if what time they start. We might be too early, but we're gonna go check it out and have a look. I just wanted to say how awesome the vibes are in Seoul. Everything is just immaculate. It's so clean. Getting around is really easy, but also just like the vibe of Seoul is super chilled out. Like no one's in a rush, no one's pushing or shoving or like honking their horns going crazy. It honestly kind of feels like everyone's just so chilled. We're just loving it. I know we've only been here for one day, but it's honestly just been such a good day. Everything has just been so easy and awesome, and it looks like there might be some food stalls or something out down here.
This street is much more as to what my expectations what South Korea was. Not that I'm disappointed with what I saw, actually I really enjoy it. But this colors and neons and people and small streets is more like it.
Super trendy, super vibey here. Everything that we've done so far today has been more like historically cultural, but this is like pop culture, like the stuff that I guess South Korea has become really popular and famous for recently. So this is really fun to explore as well. I think we're here at the perfect time as well. Nice steak. We're walking past a lot of food stores, and I feel like we weren't hungry when we arrived, but just seeing all the really yummy food, that all of a sudden it's just like, maybe you are hungry.
Okay, so we've been walking past a few of those already, and we can't say no. Garlic bread, like who can say no to that? Oh my god, this is so bad but so good. Well, beautiful people, I think it's time to see what apparently South Korea is mostly known for.
Skincare! If you are on TikTok or Instagram, you would know like K skincare or Korean skincare has blown up and is supposed to be the best in the world. So we're gonna go have a look and see if I can pick up a few little bits and pieces. I've got some things saved. I did a little bit of research to see what I wanted to buy. So we're gonna go and try and find a few of them. I'm also just really excited to go into this store because it's so hyped up online. Like if you're on TikTok, there's so many videos being like, you should buy this or you should buy this, or like this is a scam and this isn't a scam. So I just like, I don't know, whenever we go somewhere like Watson's, I can spend ages in Watson's looking at everything, and Max gets really annoyed. So you can't say anything here because this is where you're supposed to do it.
All right. So I know it's not very tourist style, but it's part of the process in Korea, so you gotta go and do this.
Ah, it smells good.
Yeah, so for any guy out there, you know what that is? I wonder if they cater for men by having husband seat.
No
No.
camera.
Okay.
All right, so Max actually got told to stop filming, like pretty much the moment we walked into that store. So we couldn't share anything with you. I didn't go crazy because I don't really need a lot of stuff because, look at me, no, I'm joking. I don't know, just don't want to like, you can't carry that much skincare around when you're traveling. You just can't. So I grabbed a few different sheet masks to try. And then this one is highly recommended online. And it's basically just a hydrating, smoothing and purifying serum. And this one, a lot of people say really helps their skin just to keep it cleaner and clearer, and also to keep your pores clear, which is an issue I have, which is why I also am gonna try this Frankly pore minimizing serum. It was only 8,000 won, so we're gonna check this out. So sometimes when I'm shopping for skincare in foreign countries, because we travel so much, if I'm looking for something, I have to sit there and Google Translate every single thing because I don't know what it says. But at Olive Young, everything was in English and Korean, so I didn't have to like guess at what it was. So it actually was probably one of the best places I've ever bought skincare whilst overseas. And honestly, like for 30 bucks for all of this, it's really affordable. So in total, it all came to 28,300 won, which is actually super affordable. Just like a serum in Australia is gonna set you back that much. And I got all this other stuff too. And we got 1,000 won with an instant tax refund they do there. So that was pretty good too, I guess, a $1 discount.
But for now, no coffee. Jacqueline was saying we've got to try the 7-Eleven coffee. We are budget travelers.
It's not bad. It's not good. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. It's drinkable. It's so like similar to when we were in Nyongdong Street yesterday. It's really vibey here, but this feels more hipster, I guess. Like the buildings are smaller, the street, in Myeongdong it felt more like, I guess, commercialized. Whereas here it feels more like a bit more arty, like the stores look more individual kind of stores. Like small business stores, not like the big stores that we were seeing yesterday when we were in Myeongdong. All right, we just took a metro, made our way to Seoul Station, but more importantly to Namsan Park, because we can't just shop all day, guys. We have to go see what Seoul has to offer. And one of the things that it has to offer is right in the center of Seoul is a small mountain. And on top of that small mountain is Seoul Tower. But apparently the views from up there are quite spectacular. And it's not too much of a hike. So we're gonna go see if we can find the trail to climb up that mountain and get an incredible view over the city. And if you're not into hiking, there is a cable car that goes up there. And you can get that from Myeongdong Station. Definitely, because we're gonna go get a yummy Korean feast later, so we definitely want to, and we need to try a Korean beer as well, so that'll probably happen too. So we're going to be eating a lot, we need to burn it off. Plus it's always nice getting a view of a new city as well. It's cool to see like the layout, I guess, I don't know, it just always looks cool. It's pretty steep to begin with, straight off the bat, but it's quite nice. And there's this big city wall, which, fun fact, Seoul used to actually be a walled city, but I think most of the old structures that we learned yesterday were destroyed when they were invaded by the Japanese. A lot of stuff was burned down, but this looks new. But maybe it's in like reference to a historical wall that used to be here.
Completely missed.
Well, I stand corrected. The wall that we were walking past is in fact the city wall. It's probably being restored, but there is a path along here that kind of shows you, it says Seoul City Wall on it, so it shows you this is where the wall, I guess, used to lie. And then if I look a little bit ahead, I think our path is gonna walk by like ruins of where the wall has been ruined. But yeah, so that wall back there was that original wall, I guess, refurbished. My mule carrying all my things. Is pretty. Oh my gosh, this hike is not for the faint of heart. It is seriously steep, as you can tell, because I'm seriously out of breath. Oh, we got a little rest point with a beautiful view.
Okay, next one. We can't cheat, we just stopped for the view.
What?
Almost there. If you do it on the 30 minutes, they give you a free ice cream
No,
at the
they
top.
don't.
Oh, we did it.
We did it, baby. We made it to the top, and we're standing on top of the Seoul beacon from the Gyeongsang Kingdom, period. I know I'm pronouncing everything wrong. I'm so sorry. It just is what it is, guys. But this is cool.
This is very pretty.
So this was what we're standing on top of right now was the final beacon that was located in the capital of Seoul. And so basically all the beacons on the mountaintops were lit to warn, and then this would be the final warning. Very cutesy. There's so many of these little love padlocks all over this fence. There's so many of these. Like, I've never seen, there's a lot of places around the world where people do these little love lock things, but I've never seen so many all, like it's just a huge amount, and it even wraps around this other pathway too. And there was another one back there as well. So it's a very popular thing to do. Oh, wow. You can buy tickets to the observation deck. They were 26,000 won. But hot tip, check on trip.com, because I did see that they were having a sale on these observation tickets that were like 34% off, and they came down to 17,000 won, which is way cheaper. So definitely check trip.com if you are planning on coming up here, because you might save yourself some money. But the view just from this deck is honestly pretty good, and it's 100% free. Not too shabby, huh?
This is very cool.
Definitely worth the hype.
Yeah, I'm so glad we came.
This is really cool. Just reflecting on how massive Seoul is, just how much we can see on just this one little viewpoint, and there's the whole rest of the city wrapping all the way around the other side. And to think that we are just spending 2 days in Seoul, we obviously are barely scratching the surface. There is, like, we've just seen such a tiny amount of Seoul, and once you come up here and you kind of get that perspective, you realize that. But when you're walking around the city, it just doesn't feel as big. I'm so excited to get out of Seoul though and explore a little bit more of South Korea, which we will definitely be doing, because there's so much more to South Korea than just Seoul. As fun as it has been, we're gonna get out, we're gonna explore some nature, hopefully make it to a beach. That'd be cool.
All right, people, I guess this is the moment you've been all waiting for, seeing foreigners having beers and fried chicken. And we found a spot that...
I don't know if anyone's been waiting for this.
I mean, it's the most famous thing probably out of South Korea. Anyway, we found a spot based on someone's recommendation.
Someone who is South Korean.
Someone who is South Korean.
Wait, I forget how to say hello. 안녕하세요.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. What? Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
감사합니다.
Love it.
Oh, she was so sweet. She just came, 1 chicken, 2 beer. Perfect. That's all that I'm pretty sure that that's the only thing on the menu.
Yes.
감사합니다.
All right. Well, and cheers now. Okay, so based on what I can tell you about this chicken, I'm no expert, but they basically deep fry it twice. The first time, they just want to cook the chicken a little bit, just enough so that it stays juicy, but it is cooked. And the second time is high temperature, so that the frying is super crispy, but the batter is very thin. Here we go. Things are about to get real here.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
감사합니다. That's a lot of chicken.
Yeah,
Is
girl.
that 1 portion?
Yeah.
But this portion is absolutely massive, and it's literally just fried chicken. And then we have some coleslaw, I think, or some sort of slaw with a sauce on it. And then I have no idea what this is. It must be when you're kind of getting like sick of the oil from the chicken.
Sort
You have that.
Reset your palate.
Yeah, reset you. So the drumsticks are the best, you said?
So apparently the drumstick is like the...
Most coveted.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Cheers. Oh, it's nothing like I've ever eaten before.
I know. It's amazingly different.
I don't know if this is like the regular, how fried chicken is in South Korea, or this particular restaurant is known for making it this way. I've never had it like this before.
That's amazing. Wow.
Next up in our South Korea series, we're heading to something completely unique to South Korea. Yes, they have baseball in other parts of the world, but trust us, it's nothing like they have here. Our South Korea journey has just begun, and we'll be exploring more cities, the incredible landscapes, and trying unique experiences you can only get here. We hope you'll join us on this journey discovering South Korea.
If anyone out there knows how to give a real bump slap, let me know. I need one.
Are you talking shit, Max?